Hi guys, so for today's reading, we are going to be looking into why you should love yourself more. I figured the energy of 2222 would be very well put to use in doing a reading on healing your relationship with yourself, bringing peace, balance, and harmony into you. So, this is a timeless reading because all of my readings are timeless, and if you found this at a different time, that's fine. It's just the energy of today going into it for extra healing. And so we have three piles. One, two, three. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, I would really appreciate the support of liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. It really does help me out, and it helps other people to find these messages that could use them, and it's a great way to give back for this healing session I'm giving to you today. Other great ways to do that are through donating to the channel. You can find my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wishlist all in the description box below if you wanted to do that. You can also check out my other channel, Dee's Storytime, where I have a lot of the poems that I have used in my readings here on that channel. It would be great if you guys could go over there and give that a subscribe if you enjoy it, and it really does give back to me for what I'm giving to you here today. Another way to do that is by leaving timestamps, and I really appreciate anybody doing any of those things to show your support and to give back. It is a great way to do that, and you guys should always remember to take care of your spiritual leaders as they take care of you. And there are ways that you can do that without the monetary assistance as well. If you have the monetary to give, no problem. But if you don't, then no problem. You can give back in other ways, and it only takes a couple seconds. So I really do appreciate that. And I know that the other people that are in your lives helping you in this way appreciate it as well. So let's get started with pile one. For pile one, why you should love yourself more. I feel like you have really been a very stable person, a very strong person. I feel like you should really recognize yourself more for your ability to hold back in certain instances, for your ability to remain in a stable mind frame and in a stable thinking pattern or process. Some of you could have dealt with overthinking, overanalyzing, a little bit of codependency issues in the past, but I feel like you have really learned what an equal give and take is, and you should really appreciate the efforts that you have made to be able to heal yourself. You also could be very good with children as well, very looked up to by children. You may bring a lot of stability and comfort, strength, and peace to the lives of children around you. You are also somebody who is very rare. You could be a mermaid in a sea full of fish, as my daughter told me in one of my cards where she drew me a mermaid. And so this always reminds me of that. You are somebody very different. You're somebody who can plunge down to the emotional depths as well. You are very emotionally giving, emotionally loving. You're somebody very colorful, very bold, very daring. You are somebody who is very different from the world around you. I feel like you help the dark clouds to clear, and you help to bring a lot of life, love, and light to the world around you as well. You could also be somebody who helps others feel safe and comfortable in coming out of the closet for some of you. Or you could be somebody who has came out of the closet and inspired other people to do that. And if you haven't came out of the closet on something that you may be keeping from the world just yet, then it may be time to come out of the closet. And that's a way that you can love yourself more, is by loving who you are and showing who you are. And that's not necessarily with LGBTQ, but it could be. Some of you could be very charming as well. Some of you may actually know multiple languages too, which is amazing, because you know what? Not everybody takes the time out to learn other languages or to bridge those gaps and barriers between cultures. You're somebody who's a peacemaker. You're somebody who has the keys to making peace. You're very good at communicating. You could be an advocate. You could be a counselor. You could be a diplomat. You could be somebody that really brings a lot of peace in situations. You're very protected as well in your speech and in your peacemaking capabilities, because you are somebody who's very unconditionally loving, and you express yourself very well as well. You guys are somebody who communicates very well. Many hands make light work is the thing that's coming to mind when I'm seeing this millipede, centipede. I'm not sure which one it is, honestly. But you guys are someone who can do a lot with very little as well. You guys are someone who is anywhere and everywhere. You guys are someone who really deals with a lot, and you work on a lot, and you continue to remain strong even with that. Whiter's cider. Some of you could definitely be someone who doesn't drink as well. You could be somebody who might have had some addiction issues in the past that you have healed or overcame. You're a very patient, dedicated person who has a lot of commitment, who has a lot of stability. You have really worked hard on something, and you have really worked very hard towards something with patience, dedication. A lot of time, effort, energy went into whatever it is that you're working on, and a lot of effort, a lot of having to multitask. You are somebody who multitasks very well. You never give up. You are somebody that really puts in a lot of time, dedication, effort into things that are important to you. You build others up, and I feel like you should definitely work harder at building yourself up. I think that you have worked very hard on yourself and on healing yourself as well, and you should definitely appreciate the strides that you have made, the progress that you have made, and the beauty that you see in the mirror each day, because you worked hard for it. We have Sagittarius, we have Gemini, intelligent, Aries, Libra. I feel like there's a lot of people around you who look up to you as well. You may have been targeted at some point, people trying to start conflict in your life, people trying to separate you from your person, possibly people trying to get in the way of things you had going on. I also feel like justice and karma tends to strike back immediately when these situations are occurring. So you should definitely feel like you are somebody who is very loved by the ethereals as well, by the divine beings, by your ancestors, by the angels. You are somebody who is definitely seen. You're in the spotlight. You are somebody who is very optimistic and hopeful, somebody who's very intelligent. You are somebody who can see things from many different perspectives and understand things from many different perspectives. Some of you could have dealt with some gang stalking or gossiping. Some of you could have dealt with people trying to hurt you in some sort of way, possibly physically. The law is on your side. I just heard the law is on your side. So you're very different, and you really stand out from the crowd. You are definitely somebody who has a lot of boldness, a lot of courageousness within you. You are somebody who walks to the beat of your own drum as well. And you are somebody who is very good at communicating with people, bringing peace and balance and harmony to situations as well. Make sure that you are not doing things just to make other people happy, though. Make sure that you are taking yourself into account when you're doing these things. B, G, D, bigger, better deal. BFG, big friendly giant. C, M, E, beg, borrow, steal. D, dem. T, Ted. U, tug, tug of war. W, Z, M, G, D, X, dex, dexter, dexterity. Z, J, L. You could definitely be very intelligent as well. Somebody who really knows a lot of things that other people don't. You take a lot of time out to study, to learn. D, T, S, LSD, C, L, H, hug, cut, S, or H, shut, Q, L, don't quit, L, G, Q, U, LGBTQ is in here as well. U, hut, holt, hold, no holds barred. You are somebody who does what's right regardless of what is going to, regardless of the consequences. You tend to do what's right regardless of the consequences. School. You are definitely somebody who values learning. Scold. You are somebody who actually stands up and speaks for what you feel is right as well. Cold, med school. Some of you could be going to med school as well. And you know what? Dedicating your life to the healing and help of others is something that you should definitely love about yourself if that is who you are. Held back. You could have felt like you were held back at some point. You could have been held back in school. This could have made you feel like you weren't as intelligent as you were. You could have had a lot going on as well that you were going through at the time. Child. You could have had a child at a young age for some of you. Meld. Duty. You feel like it's your duty to step in and do what's right for people too. You feel like it's your duty to speak out when you see something that is wrong. Cobra. Phoenix. Buffalo. So you are definitely somebody who has learned a lot throughout your life, and you not only have learned a lot, you are here to teach others, and you have been teaching others. You've been teaching others how to go through hell and back and be able to rise up stronger, wiser, smarter than ever. You really have been through a lot, and you have been able to bring yourself back to life each and every time. You are a very steady, stable, sturdy person, somebody very grounded and down to earth, somebody very headstrong, stubborn, somebody who refuses to give up or give in. You are somebody who would never quit. You are somebody who continues to do what you feel is right, and you continue to work on what you feel is your life purpose and what you feel is your life path. No matter what gets in your way, you feel like obstacles are just stepping stones in the right direction, and you are somebody who conquers and overcomes every single one of them that comes your way. The Fool. 5 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. And the Hermit. So you are somebody who may have been left out in the cold, hurt, abandoned, walked away from when you decided to take a leap of faith to go after what it is that you wanted to go after. People may have abandoned you. They may have left you alone. They may have up and left, and you could have been left in sadness, despair, hurt, pain, regret, shame, guilt. You could have been really hurt and down and out, but you did not let this conquer you. You rose back up and you took this leap of faith anyway, and you said, screw it. If you don't want to be on my side, then that's fine. I can do this all alone. And you got up and you went out there and you did it. You may have had a lot of insecurity issues or a lot of self-worth issues, self-value issues, but I feel like you have left those in the past. I also feel like you might have been very stuck on a situation from the past, and you were having a very hard time being able to see anything good coming into your future. And you have been able to take this time and this isolation on your own by yourself to be able to look within yourself and understand what was triggering you, what was causing these issues, what was causing you to feel this way. And you have been able to bring yourself back to life because of it. And not only have you learned more about yourself and who you are, but in the process you have learned more about the world around you and who the world is around you. You have really put in a lot of time and effort and energy towards what you are working on. You used this isolation to your benefit, and you did not give up on what you had that you were going after just because you had to do it alone. You are somebody who really believes in your ability to fly, and you take those risks, you take those chances, and you make those changes that are necessary in your life to be able to move forward. And for some people that is very hard to do, but you are somebody who does that, and you should really love yourself for being this inspiring, beautiful, amazing person who has learned so much and who has been there to teach others from what you have learned. You should definitely love yourself. I also feel like there is a need to really, if you're still feeling down and out in the dumps and like everything's been lost and you're alone, remember that you are not alone. Have gratitude for what you do have in your life. Have gratitude for the spiritual assistance that's around you, because I feel like there is a heavy level of spiritual assistance around you, and you are definitely not alone, even if it feels like it. And also, there's a need to really look to the future and the beautiful things that can come into the future if you allow the doors to the past to close. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates with you, what you might be going through, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. So for you guys, why you should love yourself more. First off, you are very mighty. You're like the mighty oak tree. You cannot be brought down. You are somebody who is planting seeds, a lot of seeds that have a very immense amount of strength, a lot of seeds that are going to bear great fruit that cannot be torn down by anyone. You are somebody who has a lot of passion. You also could be a spiritual leader for a lot of you. You are somebody who's very in touch and in tune with your spiritual beliefs, with your guides, with your ancestors, with your angels, with the divine beings. Your ancestors want to let you know that they are so very proud of you and that they are with you 110% of the way, and that you are definitely a born leader. You're very protected in everything that you do. You are safe on your journeys. You should love yourself more as well for being able to stop yourself from poisoning the well when you could have. At certain points in times, you might have had the chance to poison the well with your words or with your actions, and you have chosen not to. You have chosen not to seek out revenge. You have chosen to put that energy on ice. You're a very passionate person as well. You are very, very spiritual. You may have a lot of psychic gifts and a lot of connection to the divine realms. Butterscotch beer, premium for all ages. Bartles and James. Some of you could be very good in the bedroom as well, and that could be something that you needed to hear to make you feel better about yourself. There could have been somebody who said some things that were very nasty. You are somebody who is respectful of everyone of all ages. You are somebody who includes everyone of all ages. You are somebody who really gets along very well with children as well, but you can also go out and have adult fun. So let's see what else you should love about yourself. So we have Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Sagittarius, Taurus. Wow. And Leo, again, generous. So, you guys have a lot about you. You are definitely, I'm every woman. That's the song that's coming to mind. It's like you are every woman or every man. You are somebody that can really get along with a lot of different types of people. You are somebody who can bridge the gap in a lot of different situations. You are somebody who